In Pakistan, there is a parliament law that's 295C. It's a blasphemy law against Muhammad. So, if you say anything about Muhammad or about Jesus, that he is son of God, they can hang you to death. Our church was growing, so one night at midnight, people broke our door. It was a big mob that came into our house. They came into our house and they started beating all of us. My youngest was only 5 years old. They beat him. My other son was 11-year old. They smashed his head on the floor. They broke my collarbone. My daughter was there. They beat her. My wife. They beat all of us. I went to the police and told them the incident, but no one helped. My son was only 13 years old. So, when the same Muslim people saw that I'm unstoppable, so they started attacking my family. They took my son away. That was the worst day of my life.
And I was going to the market to get some stuff from home, some groceries. And I was walking and someone just came behind me and I was knocked out.
When they called me and said, "We have your son, we are going to throw him off the cliff. You have to accept Islam. Also, if you accept Islam, we are going to give you a lot of money, a new house." And God spoke to me and said, "Your son will be safe." I told them, my faith is not for sale.
And when I woke up, and I was in very different situation, like everything was different. Like I was like, where am I? Am I dead? Then I started screaming like, come on, someone help me. I could see like it's terrible, like I was in a, like I'm gonna fall down, I'm gonna die. That was I was feeling. Then there was a guy came down, looked at me, he was wearing police uniform. And he's like, how did you end up there, kid? Are you on drugs? Like you fell? And I said, no, I don't know, where am I? Just get some help. So he brought some people and they brought me up and they say, where are you from? And I'm like, I'm from this city. And they're like, oh, that's like 2,000 kilometers away. We'll get to your city, but you have to hitchhike. It took me, I think, 3 days to get home.
I felt like what God went through when His son was sacrificed on this earth. But God was always giving me encouragement. Your son is safe and I am with him. Some of my pastor's friends, they came together and we all prayed. They said, your son is coming back. God gave them a sign. I was living far away and my son got off a bus. Someone called me and told me your son is back. I knew he was going to come back, but there was a lots of people celebrating your son is back. It was the greatest day of my life. People thought my son was dead. That's what they were thinking. When he came back, so many people changed just because of his testimony. After my son's kidnapping, they keep coming to us and they said, if you keep doing it, we are going to kill your family and put the blasphemy law on you. They filed a case against me for doing blasphemy against Muhammad. So some of my friends said, you should leave tonight or else it's going to be terrible. So we left the same night. When we went to another city, we lived there for a month and we saw people with our pictures looking for us and we had to leave that city. And we did that almost for a year and went to another city. I was so worried about my church because it's hard for the church, and when I left it, I was feeling like a shepherd who had left my sheep there. One night, I spoke with my kids and said, okay, it doesn't matter if we go back. If they kill me, kill all of us. We'll have a place up in heaven. When I slept, God spoke to me and said, the decision you made is wrong. It's not the right decision. In the morning, my wife came up to me and told me, God told her that it's not the right decision. This was my wife. And my son came up to me and said, Dad, you're not going back. I had this dream.
And I slept and I literally heard voice, God's voice. I literally heard that first time, and the only time that I heard God's voice was that, Anis, you're not going back. I have different plans for you. You have to go forward. That's all I heard. And it was amazing. I was thinking, "It's the dad talking to me?" Like he was sleeping. I was in a different room.
I worried about my children's education and their future. I was praying to God, open a door for us, and the door of Canada opened for us. I have learned to believe in Him, to have faith in Him. My faith was never stronger before. I had to go through all this to learn. His love is amazing. He loves you no matter what, and you have to learn to believe in Him.